Hello everyone, welcome back to Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Philosophy Pebble. In the last episode we learned the Lumos spell, and in this episode I am not entirely sure what we're going to be doing, honestly. First and foremost though, castle exploration, because that's what we do. Have we been here already? I don't think we have. Last episode also did very, very well. It was at like 80 some views last time I checked, which was like a couple of hours ago. Most of those people only stayed for like a second and then left. I guess people wanted to learn what Lumos did. I can't see how people found it because they found it through Google, not through YouTube, which is really annoying, YouTube. I mean, Google, you are owned by Google. Have the same integration for analytics that you have for YouTube search, please. Anyway, so hopefully this will also be doing a little bit better than the videos prior in the series, because the series has been a little bit underwhelming, I'm going to be honest with you. Obviously, I did expect the series to take a little bit of time before it started gaining any views, because I expected a lot of those views to be coming from search engine results, because that's what my top 5 video is getting most views from. I think we have to go to the potions lesson today, hey? Still, it's been a little bit underwhelming, to the point where I'm like, should I do Chamber of Secrets right after this or not? I don't know yet, obviously, because we still have quite a way to go through this game. I looked at that top 5 video, and I saw a lot of footage from like stuff that I haven't done yet. So there's quite a bit of stuff to go through still, and probably not even going to finish this game this week. So I have plenty of time to decide what I want to do after this. Whether that is Chamber of Secrets, if this picks up, or if I just feel like playing Chamber of Secrets after this, or if I want to move on to a different game, which would likely be, and this is where Snape is a dickhole, by the way, which would likely be Rayman 3, because I've been wanting to play that game for a while, and top 5 Rayman games and top 10 3D platformers both have been doing very well as well in the analytics. But this is kind of like the things that I should be talking about during the monthly analytics videos and not during a Harry Potter video. And if anything during the Let's Play part, I'll probably talk about this kind of thing during the Pokemon Through the Years episode. So let's focus on the game at hand here, because we can just go ahead and get the ingredients, unless we stand still in the middle of a bridge for some reason until the bridge decides to drop us, because that seemed very, very natural, didn't it? Answer, no, it did not. So I entirely forgot that this part of the game exists for a while. And then I think last episode or 2 episodes ago, I remembered, oh yeah, I think there's also a potions lesson, but I wasn't sure if that was in this game or the next game. And then I remembered, I think it was during the last episode, because I talked about how... Oh, yeah, no, that actually makes perfect sense. I have to think about puzzles, wow. Because Quirrell tries to kill you halfway through this trial or something like that. And obviously that wouldn't be happening in the second game because Quirrell isn't there. And there's nobody directly trying to kill you in the second game other than Voldemort, I suppose. Yeah, that is a little bit of a detail, right? The whole Voldemort trying to kill you thing. How do I open... Wait, what? Oh, I'm an idiot. You're not supposed to put the big one up there. You're supposed to do this and have both of them drop down, and then, yeah, the gates open automatically. And apparently this small block is enough to get up on that ledge. I'm really annoyed by the fact that you have to keep flipandoing over and over again, and you can't just hold down and charge up your flipendo or something like that. I know, especially for the end of the game, that wouldn't work, because there you have to flipendo match Quirrell. So maybe that's the reason you can't do that, but other than that, it's tedious to cast the same spell over and over and over again against the same block. I mean, having to cast it here again doesn't bother me, obviously, because why would it? If it does bother you, that's just really sad. Let's see, we're going to try to not get any of the stars, if at all possible, which should be possible. Because, as I said, I think last episode as well, Snape actually punishes you for getting those challenge stars, because he didn't assign you to go get them, even though none of the other teachers, I don't want to say none of the other teachers, at least some of the other teachers also don't even mention that they are a thing. But Snape is just a dick, so he tries to take away points. Fuck! He took away points for us being late, even though the class hadn't really started yet, it seemed like. So, yeah, that is a thing. We all know Snape is a... I'm upset. We all know Snape is a bit of a not very nice man. And that is... Have we talked about that in this series yet? Because Snape is a very interesting character from a writing perspective, or just a storytelling perspective in general, obviously. Because, like... Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? Is he either, honestly? And I keep going back and forth on this. I think, like, he's like a hero character. He's like a... How do you say this? Because he's not a good guy. He's a really, really mean... You can't avoid that one. I tried. You can't avoid that one. Or at least I can't avoid that one. There's a Bloody Baron. We'll not be seeing him in any other game ever again, I don't think. It's a little bit underwhelming. And what do we do here? We flipendo the dragon statue? Because that does things. Can you please fuck off with your gnomes or trolls or whatever they are? There's a lot of them. And I think they not respawn, that's the wrong word. I think they reanimate, is that correctly? They stop being passed out after a certain time period, I think. So... Do they? They might not, actually. I don't know why your music is speeding up. You just need to murder all of these fools and then you can move on. That makes... perfect sense? Question mark? I don't know that it does. I want to go ahead and like complain about, well, complain, it's not really a complaint, first and foremost, about how the mechanics of that work. But this is, at the end of the day, a game about magic. So maybe I shouldn't complain about how the doors know that all of the things have been... Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. That all of those... I don't know, they're gnomes, right? Are they not trolls. Trolls are the big ones. So... They must be gnomes. Are they something else? They're not goblins. I don't know. I'm very bad at fantasy creatures, if you couldn't tell. So yeah, I don't want to be that guy that's like... That should have counted as being on the pressure plate. But really, that should have counted as being on the pressure plate. Oh, I remember this part. I honestly thought that this was a Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets thing as well, because I could have sworn Spongify was part of this challenge. Apparently, it is not. Maybe Chamber of Secrets does something similar to this. Maybe even Prisoner of Azkaban. Though I don't think Prisoner of Azkaban... Actually, yeah, I think Prisoner of Azkaban does have Spongify. I am fairly sure that it does, as a matter of fact. So yeah, we don't go up there because that has a challenge star. We are trying to not collect those, even though I already collected one of them. I'm going to wait here because otherwise, yeah, I'm going to drop down into the Abyss of Nothingness. Which sounds more scary than it is because... Actually, no, the Abyss of Nothingness sounds really scary. Like, bottomless pits. Can you imagine what it'd be like falling down a bottomless pit? Because... You would die slowly. You would die really, really slowly. Because you wouldn't die from, like, just falling. You'd die from dehydration. That's the thing that would eventually kill you. Being dehydrated as all fuck. So I can flipendo that panel over there, and then... Then what? Well, that doesn't help me, does it? Does it? Might. I don't think it does. I don't think that helps me at all. Oh, that might open... No, that does not help me. How do I get over there? Wait, what? No, seriously, how do I get over there? Can I just walk along? I can! I don't think I'm supposed to, because this doesn't help me at all. But I can just walk along the side here, which, yeah, is a bit iffy is what I was going to say. And then I died. So I'm going to go ahead and guess that we're actually supposed to go up here. Please don't! I might have screwed myself a little bit on this one. And as a result of that, we're going to do only this trial this episode, most likely. Because I find it... Damn it! Going down again is more difficult than going up. Which leads me to believe there's no way that I'm supposed to be going down again. But I have to check, because I don't think there's anything else for me to do up here, is the thing. So... Come on! Okay. Yeah, that door is also closed, though, is the thing. It's not. It is not. It is not a closed door. It just looked like one. And I was trying to avoid getting the stars, which... The hitbox is gigantic. Absolutely gigantic. Okay, so that then opens up that cage. That makes a lot of sense. As stated, trying to avoid these stars. I avoided one of them, interestingly enough. I don't know what I would have gotten if I also got that one, because it's probably something useful. I'm gonna die, by the way. Which then resets. I'm sure that'll reset the cage. It resets the cage. This is horrible. Oh my god, that's horrible. I don't think the middle one goes down. Is that true? So far, I don't think I've seen it go down yet. So maybe that's just a safe place to hang out. And I'm spending way too much time in this room for something that's supposed to be fairly easy, honestly. But so having to go down makes this infinitely more complex than it needs to be. Just because I was stubborn and tried to not collect the stars. That's what you get, I suppose. For being an idiot. So I can just walk down here. Okay, so let's take our time. Okay, the middle one does go down. That is good to know. I'm gonna wait until the first one here goes down, and when it goes back up, I'll start, because that resets the cycle, I think. This is not a platforming game. I don't have to worry about any like weird trickery with platforms and stuff like that. Like it would be in Crash Bandicoot, for instance. Or what other games would do that? I mostly know Crash Bandicoot. The temple levels, especially in the first Crash Bandicoot game, they have some really annoying timing in them sometimes. That's Flubberworm Mucus, indeed, which I think is the second to last item I actually need here. So... And then I can flip under this, go up, and this might actually... I mean, it's certainly not the last item, because the initial item we needed to go get, we also still need to get, and we also still have the cutscene where Quirrell tries to kill us, I think. Is that... Or is that not in this version of the game? Is that the PlayStation 1 version of the game? Maybe the PlayStation 2 version, even. I don't know. Oh, we also still need to... Oh, there's so much more we need to do here. This is actually a fairly lengthy portion of the game. That damages me. I think, yeah, the Bloody Baron for some reason opens these gates even though he's a ghost. Cause logic. He can just flow through them. Why do the gates open for him? Does he open the gates? Do the gates open automatically? Why do they trigger for ghosts? These are all valid questions that we do not have answers to. And now we just hang out here until he comes back and opens the gate for us and runs straight into us. Because why not? Please stop doing that, you're almost killing me. Thank you for giving me a chocolate frog, though. I don't remember exactly how to get into this cage area, though. I'm supposing it has something to do with... Maybe I don't. Maybe this is somewhere I come back later. I don't know, let's Lumos it up. Clearly, I mean, when there's a Lumo statue, that's the answer to everything in life. Still hard to judge distance with the... Maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe that's just a thing that I have difficulty with, judging distance for these Lumos platforms, but... When you're not on them, I mean, when you're on them, it's not that difficult, but it's... Again, because they're not solid. They're not solid, they are just like... The location they're at is a particle emitter. I want to tell you I pressed jump, because I did. Well, that doesn't change the fact that I failed horribly there. So... What you're saying is that I didn't need to do any of that, because there's literally nothing there for me, other than, like, some beans and a chocolate frog, which I don't even need if I don't get damaged by the bloody Baron. See what I did there? I used the bloody Baron and then bloody as an adjective. It's fine. Is that an adjective? I guess that would be considered an adjective, right? Look, grammar is not my strong point. I mean, neither is spelling. Look at my goddamn name, I'm missing a G. Which, that's a long story in and of itself. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. I just flopando this, like, twice. I might have missed a secret or two, but I don't know if you've noticed, but this episode is almost 20 minutes long, and I kind of want to end it, so that I can move on to the next episode, which I think should be the restricted section of the library? Yeah, so no Quirrell trying to kill me here. But we are going to lose some house points because Snape is a...
3 points from Gryffindor should teach you a lesson. I see you've collected a few challenges.
Why 3 points?
But I'm afraid they have no value in my classroom. I've ended the lesson without you, Potter.
Oh, okay, never mind. He doesn't actually take away points from you, he just doesn't give you points. And he takes away points for being late, which you always are. I misremember that one. I'm sorry for misinforming you guys on that one. There's a we have to do the troll next time. So we'll be doing the troll and Hermione and Wingardium Leviosa, everything and stuff like that, and we'll be doing it next time. Until then, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed the video, which hopefully you have. See you back next time. Bye.